Back for another brew day. This time we're going to be doing a Session Oat Cream New England IPA. So this will be the third in the series of oat cream NEIPAs that we're doing. The first one that you done was fantastic. We'll link that above here. And we just finished a brew day for the second in this series, and we'll also link this above. So we've recently done a case swap.
So this one also was for the case swap.
Yep.
I was imagining a lot of people would do New England IPA, and I decided to do like a session. So I was like, let me drop the alcohol and see how I can get the same juiciness, the same mouthfeel, and the full of hops, and so I aimed something below 5%.
So all New Zealand and Australian hops and ingredients, of course. So how many grams of hops in this?
300, same as the last couple of New England IPAs I've brewed. So I found 300 is a good ballpark for New England. So you can go a little bit higher. You've been going a little bit higher. I think the minimum is 300 in my opinion. We can discuss a little bit more when we taste, because I've already tasted this beer and I have some things to say. But again, same as you did, we're trying to push the boundaries. Darren had reviewed the other day 100% oats. My previews and the first for this year was 20% oats. This one is 30%.
Okay, so let's jump across to the recipe. Okay, so across to Brewfather, I'll let you run through this one. Run us through.
Yeah, so like I said, it's very similar to the last one I've done. All I did is I dropped the base malt. I think the previous one was 4.5 or 5 kilo pale ale. This one is 3.5. The other thing, the last one I only use oated malt, flaked oats, and this one I use 1 kilo flaked oats, and I try 500 grams of naked oats, which is like the whole grains.
Interesting. Okay, a little bit of carapils in there as well.
A little bit of carapils. I like carapils. 200 grams give extra sweetness. I didn't use any lactose like you did, and the carapils doesn't substitute. They're completely different stuff, but the carapils give a little bit of sweetness. It's unfermentable, so.
Okay, so across to the hops, 300 grams of hops here. Run us through the hop additions.
Yeah, so again, I try to stay very close to what I did last time. 120 on the Whirlpool, 40, 40, and 40. It's all new hops for me. I've never used any of them, so I did not want to go like 60 of one, 30 of ones, trying to pretend I knew what I was doing. So it was just like 40, 40, 40, and I kept the other 6. I got 3 packs of 100 grams, so I keep 60 grams of each for the dry hopping.
So dry hop at 4 days. So
yeah, I dry hop for 4 days just before bottling. I did not bother to do on the high crossing, because I want to see if the biotransformation is actually a thing. But I think there was enough hops going through into the fermenter from the Whirlpool. I used Whirlflock in this beer. I did not dry hop in the high crossing. I cold crash, and the beer is still like super hazy. I did everything for the beer to turn out like clear, but I think that this yeast is just phenomenal for New England IPAs and hazy beers.
Absolutely. So you got 100 mils.
I have some packages at home, but I wanted to go and use the yeast from the last beer, so I kept 100 mils of slurry, and I actually liked it because 18 you're gonna see on the videos, 18 hours after pitching, it was like going crazy. So it was
alive and well. So the mash profile is 69 degrees.
Like I said, it's a session IPA, so I try to mash a little bit higher, not to be and to like thin. So 69 Celsius for an hour, and the beer finished at around 1.014. I use my refractometer and my hydrometer, and they're a little bit different one from the other. One was 1.1013, the other one was 1.015, so I sticked in the middle there.
So the hoppy NEIPA profile from Brewfather. I think one thing to mention as well, this was done for a case swap, right? So we had to use Australian, New Zealand hops. You could easily swap out these hops for anything
So like I said, it's not my favorite. We had a little conversation beforehand. I normally do my New England IPAs with Mosaic and Citra, at least one of the two, and 300 grams grams is enough. For this beer, using these 3 different hops, the same amount, it doesn't have as much as the previous doing.
Because I must say, I mean, that first oat cream you done, it was fantastic. I was so surprised that you had so much aroma and so much juiciness and so much of everything coming through with that little hops. So yeah, I mean, so three
different hops, new hops for me. You look at the description, you just go, oh, that's amazing. They have nice description, but I felt a little bit let down. I have to be honest. But that was for the K-Swap. I like the profile. They have very good profile, but they need something else to boost the aroma and juiciness. Like I said, I would do a Riwaka, Rakau, or Kohato in the future, but I would have some mosaic or Citra to back up.
Yeah, like the primary kind of hop, the primary hop, and then the accents with what
exactly.
Excellent. So let's jump across to the Brewday and let's taste the beer.
So mash in. Nothing special there, just pour in the grains. And then next I'm going to pour the oats, I believe. I like to put the oats on top.
Yep, okay, so all the mold in and...
so that's 1 kilo oats. I like to go on the top. I think there's less risk to get a stuck mash. So they don't have chance to go down the bottle and get stuck.
So yeah, right, gotcha.
Yeah. That's a little thing I want to talk about, a little tip. This is the naked oats. So these ones, I bought a separate package and I run this through my mill and they went straight through. So a good tip for this is mill them separately because they're very tiny. And the first time I tried to mill them, they were all whole, the entire grains. So I had to change the setting on my mills for like almost half, and I still can see some whole grains there.
Interesting.
So yeah, so that's pre-boil gravity. Let's see if I get it right. Yeah, 154, and then that's the first and only hop addition for Whirlpool. I did not use any hops during the boil. I did 50 minutes Whirlpool at 80 degrees. I think I'm gonna show there. Yeah, 78, but I set for 80.
Okay.
50 minutes. Yeah, that's the word. When it was cooling down. Yeah, same as you do. That's the slurry from the previous batch. I think this is just a little bit more than 100 mils, but I just went on the Brewfather 100 mils. So that's 18 hours after pitching. As you can see, it was going crazy. So yeah, there I was dry hopping. There was a bit of mess there. I use its own CO2. I think I had about 15 psi, so it's just a way to minimize wastage of CO2. There was 15 psi, like I said, so I use its own CO2 to purge.
So what was the pressure in the bottom as opposed to the top?
The bottom, I don't know, probably the same, 15, and then you can see the hops in solution.
Nice.
So I've seen a few guys having troubles, even myself had troubles in the past, getting the hops trapped when the traps the hop. So I got rid of the as you can see there, I got rid of the trap before. So there's no chance of the trap.
Gotcha.
The hops, yeah.
Okay, so let's try the beer.
Sure.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Looks great.
It looks great.
It's really good colour.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Let's go to the aroma.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of orange peels on that one. I think one of the hops, I can't remember which one specifically, says on the description, like a lot of
I don't think it's Riwaka. I think Riwaka was more pineapple passion fruit, I think.
It might be Kohato or Rakau. It says like lime and lemon peels or something.
Oh, yeah. It's just, as you said, lemon. I get a little bit of lemon in there as well.
Yeah, but I still get like a bit of orange, sort of orange peel, orange zest.
I mean, that's there, isn't it?
It is there, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I've been used to use Mosaic and Citra, and they have a different sort of approach.
It's like that prominent, like you have a beer that's got Citra Mosaic, it's right in your face, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, but I like these hops.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give it a taste. Cheers.
The flavor is good.
Yeah, the flavor is good. Yeah, I mean, you get that a little bit of that malt coming through as well.
Yeah, And it's completely different than the last New England IPAs I've been brewing. I don't get a lot of what we're saying, mango and pineapple. This one is completely different.
Yeah, totally.
I get a little bit more citrusy, a bit of grapefruit even.
Yeah, so it's almost like it's clearly like a different profile, but with those kind of those Citra, Mosaic, Eldorado, those big ones kind of missing.
Yeah, but for me, what really stands out is like the orange peels, like zest, and a little bit of grapefruit. The bitterness.
But for a 4.9% beer, I think it's good. I mean, it's like it doesn't taste light. It doesn't taste thin. It's got that body in there as well.
It's good.
That's nice. Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm gonna try to brew a few more of these under 5% beers for summer and try to have on tap all the time.
I think it's a good point. Like I've been on these kind of 7-8% beers and I love them. I love the kind of what the alcohol brings, but it's you can't you can't be drinking 8% beers every night, right? Like to have something in the keg where you can have like a casual beer without kind of,
or even for a party if you're having a barbecue or something throughout the day. You want to be able to drink like 4 or 5 or 6 pints,
Yeah, absolutely.
You won't get the smashes.
Yeah, exactly. So you should definitely give this a try. This is the third in the oat cream series that we'll be doing. We'll be doing more of these. We're also going to be doing some more of the other series, which is kind of just all out, just crazy hops. So appreciate you guys watching. We do loads of other brew days. We do aside from NEIPAs, we're going to be doing some stouts. But like I say, we're doing a really big stout for our kind of 1,000 subscribers. We're also doing a VPA clone from Stuart. Stuart's going to join us. We've got a couple other guest brewers lined up, and we'll be brewing some beer as well. So appreciate you guys watching. If you have not subscribed and you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Until the next brew day, cheers.